From deep in the Burbank Media District, it's time for another edition of myBurbank Talks. This podcast is presented by the staff of myBurbank. Now, let's see what's on today's agenda as we join our program.
Hello, Burbank. Craig Sherwood here with you from Holiday in the Park 2025, along with Xavier Dubon, the man we call the X-Man.
Yep.
He's our great photographer and around tonight, so he said, hey, sit in the podcast tonight. So stand by. We're going to bring you a couple great guests tonight and what's going on in Burbank. So stand by. We'll be right back with you. Well, we're back with you, and guess who our first guest, in fact, our first guest is the last guest we had on our podcast studio before we did our renovation, and that's our Assemblyman Nick Schultz.
Hey, Craig. I just can't quit you guys.
We love it. So we got you back in here in Burbank for the night, which is great. You were the mayor here. You live here.
Absolutely.
What does this do to get this atmosphere back again for you?
Well, two things I'm going to say, Craig. First of all, to all of the people that made this happen, and we know it wasn't easy this year, Ross and Jeff and everybody with MPMA, it's just incredible that they got through all the obstacles, all the uncertainty, and they put this on. And, you know, for folks that are watching or listening to this, you really can't get a full picture. This street is packed, and it's going to be more packed an hour from now. And what I would just say, Craig, is that in a really tough year, when a lot of bad things have happened in our region and there's so much uncertainty, there's a lot of love and joy and hope and happiness tonight. I mean, this is how I know Burbank to be. No better place to start the holidays.
This is small town Burbank at its
right.
best.
That's
you
right.
know, and we're going to have you on in December and talk about all the state issues and the local issues and all that. But you know, right now we're just talking about just good old Burbank right now and everything else. So,
amen.
What does it mean to you to represent this area, and you're kind of the local kid making good now? So, what does that mean to you?
So I've mentioned this before on your podcast, but I'll say it again. Every time I rise on the assembly floor or someone else talks about me, they call me the member from Burbank, I feel really proud, and I hope I make the community proud because I remember that every day. And I will tell you, while it's a huge district, I believe, and I do not say this anywhere else I go, I represent the single greatest city on the face of the planet. I represent Burbank. It is my home. It's a point of pride, and this tonight is one of my absolute favorite things that we do in Burbank.
Absolutely. And I can imagine you've got, like 7 or 8 different really cities that are in your district? I mean,
yeah.
More or less. And I'm sure they all got a holiday thing that you are going to have to be going. You're going to be spending a lot of time going to a lot of holiday events in the next month and a half.
Yeah, and I'll, there's the Christmas parade up in Montrose, and there's Hanukkah in the foothills up in Sunland Tahunga, and there's holiday markets in Studio City. But what I love about Burbank is that this is one of the earliest and the largest in the region ways to kick off the holidays. There's something for everybody. One thing I just wanted to mention, by the way, the organizers this year added that quiet hour from 4 to 5 p.m. For those who might want a less sensory intensive environment. I mean, how freaking cool is that? Who else?
And we had a lot of people come by, and it was a great time for them too.
That's right. And also, I mean, you're part of it too. I mean, you guys are here doing a podcast live, talking about the community in the heart of one of the largest celebrations of all of LA. I mean, again, I don't mean to throw shade at anywhere else. It's just, I think Burbank is so dang special. We do it so cool. And I tip my hat to you guys and to everyone, all the vendors, everybody who's making tonight so special.
When are you guys done with the assembly year and all that? When do you recess for the holidays?
So we've been in recess since mid-September. A lot of folks don't know that.
I did not know that. No.
And when I come on next month, I'll give you we'll go into more detail. But I'm home through the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to see me at some of those events we talked about.
We got the mayor's tree lighting ceremony.
We got that coming up. And by the way, the same night, there's 3 things. There's the mayor's tree lighting, the Montrose Christmas Parade, and something else. So I'm hoping that you'll see me or Amanda, who covers Burbank, one of the two of us.
Well, I'm going to put this on you. I know when Adam Schiff was our congressman here, he would do 4 or 5 different Memorial Day events the same day, and he was always here, but he was always at 4 or 5 others. So you should find out how he scheduled that.
I definitely will, and I will tell you, it's a challenge, but it's a blessing because you're bumping from one event to the other,
Sure.
so you don't always have a lot of time. But when I'm at the Burbank event, right, I want to make sure every person I'm talking to knows they have my undivided attention, and I have a tremendous staff because they're really good at like gently and politely pulling me away because I won't interrupt a conversation. I love people. I love talking to people, and it's such a special city.
Well, it's good to have you here tonight. It's good that you stop. I'm glad you stopped by and said hi. And I mean, no matter what happens, you are a Burbank guy. You know, you'll always be a Burbank guy. Burbank, I don't know about born, but a Burbank bred guy. So you've got Burbank inside of you, which is what's important.
I really appreciate that, Craig, and I'll leave you with this. Burbank's my home. Ella's going to be starting at Edison next year. Like, we are invested in this community. And so, it's just so amazing to be here tonight. And I just really, again, I just want to thank you guys for doing this podcast, for being the local news source in Burbank. I mean, we've talked about this before. In an era where the free and independent press is really going the way of the dinosaur, you guys, as a labor of love for this community, like, you want everyone to know what's happening. I just hope I see that, and I appreciate it, and thank you. And I'm sure there's lots of listeners who would say thank you.
I'll tell you what, if any of the listeners out there would like to come and help us out and write for us, we're always looking for people, because that's what we need. We're looking for community people to be involved.
That's right.
Because we don't pay worth anything.
No, but the stories you cover, I mean, they're so
important stories. People should know what's going on in their city. And I wish we could do actually more. I really do. So, okay. Assemblyman, thank you very much for coming by. We appreciate it. December, we're going to see you for a all knockdown, drag out podcast about what's going on in the Assembly, and we'll go from there.
Good, and I hope your listeners submit all those tough questions in advance. I'm ready to answer.
We'll get them out there for you.
But until then, happy holidays to you, to your listeners, and have a great Thanksgiving next week.
Yep, same to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Right. Okay, X, we have another guest, and you know what? Constantine Anthony from the Burbank City Council has stopped by to see us.
How are you, Craig?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. And I'm meeting your photographer,
Xavier. Yeah, X. We just call him X.
X. There you go.
X marks the spot.
That's it.
Yeah. Love photography.
So we just had Nick Schultz stop by and said hi and everything else. And
I saw him with the family.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him the same thing. I ask you the same question I asked him. What does this night mean to you and to Burbank? I mean, politics aside, everything else. What does this mean? This kind of a night for you?
It's funny. Nick and I both got elected in 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. And one of the things that people asked of us coming into office is, when are we going to get the events back? When are we going to go out and see the community again? Because obviously we weren't doing any of this during the shutdown. But coming back from that, there was an economic slump. There wasn't much money. But me and Nick and Jess and Bob and Sharon, when we were on, everybody agreed that these kinds of events, this is what brings the community together. It creates that solidarity between families of all ages, businesses, patrons, just the community in general. So we jumped at the chance to bring this back. And there's a lot of hurdles. Even this year, there was a whole fiasco with last minute.
Right, and I'll be very honest with you, because Ross and I are, you work with myBurbank, and we discuss this all the time. And the hurdles that the city puts in front of them, and not just in the beginning, but all the way within a week of the event, just makes it so tough. Yeah. And you wonder why anybody wants to do that and do an event in Burbank.
We got another council member here.
We do.
Chris, you want to jump on? Go for it.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, pop on. You got a minute? Yeah. Councilmember Rosati just joined us.
Move your mic other way around. Throw your headset the other way.
That good?
You have to cord in the way there a little bit.
See ya.
Yeah, just get it around the corner. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Bring it out.
We were just talking about
Chris, bring it in front of your mouth here. Bring it in front of your mouth.
Got it.
There you go. Okay.
We were just talking about how bringing this back doesn't come without any hurdles, but making the effort to have sort of these community events is the core of what Burbank is,
Absolutely. And, thank goodness for the volunteers that are willing to stick this out every year, put in the effort for all of us. I've been coming for, I live in Magnolia Park. I've been coming for decades, but you forget that it takes an army to do this.
Well, it really does. And we were just talking about, and by the way, Chris Rosati, our other council member, has joined us on the show, which is great.
Yeah.
One more, we'll have a quorum here, and then all of a sudden we'll get the city.
We'll be in trouble.
The city attorney's going to get here and tell us about the Brown
You
Act.
didn't invite Joe, did you?
No, I stay away from Joe. I learned a long time ago. But we're just, there's so many hiccups and things to go through. It's hard to get events in the city, and it becomes really frustrating for the volunteers who are trying to just raise money just to do it. So this cost them like $100,000 to put this on.
We were just talking about how the last minute fiasco with the insurance. This is your first Magnolia Park as an elected.
Yes.
So I'm interested to see when we do the breakdown afterwards and we get a report after. I'd love to see your take on this. What we can change, what we can do better, what we can streamline.
Yeah.
So
you talk about the cost, and unfortunately, we've seen insurance just skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Not only homeowners, car insurance, health insurance, but it prohibits people from wanting to do cool events like this.
Yeah.
And then you got the security aspect of it, where you have to block off the streets. It's a much difficult, more environment than it used to be when we were kids. And
that's
that part of it's sad.
2025.
Yeah,
Here we are. But
at the same token, you want people to feel safe and secure to bring them out.
because look at this. We'll probably went with 30,000 people here tonight, and
packed.
Yeah, got it.
if you're at home and you're not out here, literally, it's shoulder to shoulder across all 7 lanes of traffic here. The parking, the middle, it's crazy.
and all the way down to Buena Vista from Hollywood Way. The entire street shut down. But 6-7 years ago, they didn't shut the street down, and it was a madhouse trying to walk the streets.
Right.
So this has been a great, of it. So,
Well, just a sneak peek, but I hear that.
we're gonna have an announcement later by the man in charge. So
right.
don't give it away yet.
Yeah, okay.
Don't give it away yet.
No surprises.
There's more to come.
There's more to come. Next
from
year.
from the group that puts this on.
Yes,
So.
absolutely. So, and I'm going to let him announce it a little later in the show
he
here.
deserves, he's a hard worker, and he deserves to announce it.
And he's been fighting for that for years.
I know, and all of us campaign, and all of us want what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to see it, and I made that a priority. And I'm glad that someone's taking the.
So you're about a year in now. How is the council? I always ask. I ask him right away too. Is the first few meetings when you go in executive session and you find out the real stuff that goes on that you can't tell anybody.
Where the bodies are buried, all the skeletons in the closet.
You're saying, oh my goodness.
I think serving on the planning board for 12 years, there weren't a lot of surprises.
Right.
I can tell you that I enjoy the back and forth with my council members and them coming up with thoughts, me being able to contribute, and all of us have the same goal, right? Try to make Burbank the best we can.
Yeah.
And that's one common area where I think we all respect.
Well, I told Constantine, I like, he was kind of the descending voice for a while, and now you're kind of another descending voice in another way. But I like that. I like the fact that we bring things out and we just don't rubber stamp things.
Right.
There's a city report. Okay, well we'll do it that
It's not
way.
just a bunch of 5-0s all the time.
I want to ask those questions to city staff, the questions that should be asked, and find out the real stuff. That I think makes a good dialogue. And I can tell there's no animosity.
Absolutely not.
But there's questions that need to be asked, and just rubber stamping things never works out.
And the really important stuff, honestly, it's been a lot of 4-1s, a lot of 2-3s. Having those discussions and those debates and those compromises, that's what a lot of people don't understand. People come to me all the time like, oh, I think I should run. I want to do this and I want to go for that. How did you do it? And I'm like, you got to be comfortable with compromise. You're not the boss.
Yeah.
You're just serving. And it's a weird dynamic to understand that. Like, you have agency over yourself and your personal life and what goes on with your family and your job and all that stuff. But the moment you step into that room and on that dais, there's people you got to work with. And it's not just your council members, it's the staff and the experts and everybody in the community who has a say and input and a stake in making this community better.
And it's extremely important and healthy to be able to disagree and hash that out. I think it makes for a better city.
Absolutely.
To really run everything you can up the flagpole and say, you know what, all right, this is what's best. And I think I'm always okay.
Are you enjoying it so far?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
With that, I have to run back and
Absolutely.
my son has his scout troop selling chili
Oh, okay.
I got to go put in the hours and help out.
That's what Burbank's all about, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And for those viewers who don't know this, Burbank has one of the highest rates of Eagle Scouts among scouts who go
Really?
scouting. We are one of the top cities in the country. We churn out a lot of Eagles. So if you are
That's
out
amazing,
there
yeah.
and you're thinking about what should my young kid do, get him involved in Scouts. There's a ton of troops, Cub Scouts. Scouting America now has boys and girls too, and it's amazing. So this is the spot for it. This is the time to be in.
Good.
Well, thanks for stepping by, Councilman.
All right.
We
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
And a little more with so we go way back.
Yeah.
In fact, I've been playing right field at Burroughs High School
Right,
for me
right,
back in the day. He was actually one of my pitchers a few years ago.
Submarine, sidearm.
Wow.
So, what's it like now? I mean, you've come up through the ranks. You tried for this before, didn't make it. Now you're there.
It's
I know you're on the planning board. In fact, what, 12 years on the planning
12
board?
12 years.
And never missed one meeting in 12 years?
I missed 1 in 12 years.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, 1 in 12 years. I can tell you, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. I try to go to as many events that I'm invited to come to. I think it's important that people want to see their representatives. So I am very mindful of that. I celebrated someone's 104th birthday last Sunday, which I thought was just amazing.
Yeah.
And at the same time, just doing the actual work of getting our packets and really hashing out some of the issues that our city faces. Just like everyone else, we face, cost issues, insurance issues, rising salaries, all those things. So we want the bread and butter of our city has always been police, fire, safety, and of course, good streets and public services.
That's what makes Burbank special.
Yeah, and we want to keep that. And in my other career as a realtor, that's the reason why people move here.
Yes.
I mean, I built my career on moving people out of other areas to Burbank. So.
Been a little frustrating not being able to talk about rent control and can be excused from the dais when that happens.
It's been really, really frustrating. And I think what people miss is the fact that I represent tenants 60% of the time on the leases that I put together.
So is it because you're a real estate agent that you can't?
No.
What's the reason that Joe gave you for not?
It actually wasn't Joe. It was the FPPC. Someone filed a complaint with the Fair Political Practices Commission.
Okay.
That because I own 4 units, I own a 4-unit building in Burbank.
Right.
3 is the threshold. Because I own 4 units, I have a conflict of interest.
But the people who are on the council who rent apartments don't have a conflict of interest?
Well, it's
a very
it's a strange dichotomy.
Yeah.
I can no longer explain it with any common sense.
Yeah.
I wish that the FPPC would take a look at this, because at the end of the day, don't we all enjoy freedom of speech and democracy? And shouldn't every voice be heard? And if my council members don't agree with me, then they can just vote no or compromise, but not having me participate. And I was voted to be in that seat.
Yeah, you were voted to be there, and you're there to represent everybody.
Yes.
So, yeah, I was frustrated for you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's been frustrating. We're trying to work through more details with the FPPC, because now that we have something on the table, things have changed. So we refiled some motions with the FPPC, so there might be a chance that I can participate. And I really look forward to participating, because I really think I have a lot to offer and add to this conversation.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, besides that, what else is going on?
What else is going on? Well, the holidays are here, and we're starting to get prepared. We talked about buying our Christmas tree next week. We got our house decorated. As you know, I have a 3-year-old son, so this is all wonder to him. Just coming out and exposing him to this, it's just
Well, actually, how old is your son? 2 years old?
Yeah, he just turned 2.
So it's he had an event to go to. I said, these are events you'll never see again. These are the greatest events ever. You gotta go through it with your kid, and see things the way he sees things.
As a kid, I grew up doing this, and I still love it, and I want him to have the same experience that I did. So I try to expose them all the things that makes Burbank so wonderful.
And that's just it. You are now the gatekeeper to make sure that experience happens.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to hand off that baton. And that, I think being a lifelong resident, growing up here since 1967, that's another thing I have to add to council, where a lot of people don't understand like what Burbank was, or
Yes.
we were having a fun discussion the other night, and someone mentioned, remember Ole's? It was over there on the shopping center on Chandler and Victory.
Yes.
So no one except me knew what that reference was. And we had to explain to some of the other council members, well, it was a hardware store back in the
Right.
day. So it's fun kind of.
So many little businesses like that we all remember for a day, which
yeah.
actually that's one of my concerns with our school board. There's nobody on that school board who's been around for more than 10 years.
Yeah.
And they do not understand what goes on. They don't know what really Burbank is.
Yeah.
It was disappointing when they had a speaker come up, Bob Bound, who used to be a mayor of Burbank and everything else, and they couldn't even pronounce his name. I was saying,
Yeah.
how do you not know somebody who's that entrenched in Burbank?
Yeah.
Because you need to know the city. You got to really know this city.
I agree. And I think,
And that's why you've been a great fit, I think.
thank you.
Because you do know the city, and you've been through it all. You've been through our schools. You've been, selling real estate. You sold our city to people.
Yeah. And I think it adds a lot. Not saying that people from the outside don't add something, but Burbank's a special place. And, I always hear, again, people come here for various reasons. And I think that's why it's important to have a lot of hometown knowledge.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, Councilman Chris Rosati,
Yeah.
thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. We'll get you on a real podcast coming up, and bring you in the studio again, and
Yeah.
like you did for your election stuff. But we'll bring you on, especially when it's your mayor, and we have you come in for the mayor's podcast.
I'd love to. And thank you for being here and being the voice of the community and actually being the backstop. People get to call in, or they get to email in their complaints, and I read everything.
Yeah, I do not censor the letters. And I don't not agree with some of them, but I feel people have that right. As long as they don't attack somebody personally,
Yeah.
I feel they have that right to express themselves. And you got to put the unpopular decisions out, sometimes.
I am very involved in all forms of media, including social media, Facebook and Instagram, and I read everything and I respond. I try to respond to everything. A lot of people are surprised by that, but I think when you take that oath of office, that's what you sign up for. And so when I see something, I try to jump in and just try to add to the conversation for obviously for the better. So thank you.
Okay, fantastic.
All right.
Well, thanks again for stopping by. Have a good
Absolutely.
evening. Well, X, as the night's been going on, guess who has just rolled up to our booth?
Ooh.
It is. And let me tell you what, I don't know which hat he has on right now, but he has more hats than a rodeo does. I don't know. That's a terrible joke. He's Mr. myBurbank also, and Mr. Burbank. But tonight, he's here as the president of the Magnolia Park Merchants Association, in charge of his entire shindig.
Wow.
Ross Benson, there you are.
Wow, well, you guys even have these fancy pens with myBurbank on them.
I'll tell you what. So,
Can I take one of those?
Of
Take 'em
course,
all.
yeah.
your first year as president, how's it going tonight? I'm hearing great things. Everybody's excited.
That's all I've heard all night. I mean, the weather cleared. When we got here at 9 a.m., we still had some sprinkles. We got delayed for some reason setting up. We are from Hollywood Way to Buena Vista. We have probably in excess of 50,000 people out here. The mayor was just up on stage. Our assembly member, Nick Schultz, made a proclamation.
We had Nick on the show here.
Good. He was going to come by. Good.
Yeah,
good.
we had and Constantine and Chris Rosati were both here.
Great.
And Chris tried to take a little thunder out of something, and I wouldn't let him.
Oh.
So let's talk about this. So, what does this mean for the merchants at Magnolia Park? What does this do for them?
Well, you bring 40, 50,000 people to these businesses. They've lost money. A lot of them deal with the studios and so forth. That's what this is for. This is to help, these businesses thrive through the holidays. And it also, as I'm hearing from everybody, this is Burbank's Christmas event.
Yep.
Everybody loves it out here. It's just really to see all the families, the people, the food trucks. I'm just in awe.
Well, I think expanding it down to Buena Vista was a good idea. And years ago, when they decided to make it in the street again too, that's what really was the game changer.
Yeah, it really was. It's just amazing the number of vendors. We have over 200 vendors out here. We have over, I think, 30 some odd food trucks. Plus the restaurants, the mortar.
Sure.
I mean, people are walking. You look at these pizza shops. You look at the new deal.
We're across from Pizza Hut. There's been a line going out the door the whole night.
It's amazing. And that's what Burbank is all about. It's all about community.
Well, let's talk about all about community. You have an incredible announcement that you're going to make right here on our show tonight.
Oh.
And something that you have been working on personally for years and trying to bring back, and now it's going to happen. So why don't you announce what's going to happen next May?
On May 16th of 2026, we're going to have a parade right here in Magnolia Park. It's called Create. What is it called? I don't even know.
That's how new it is.
It is. I got to look at my phone to make sure I got it worded right.
It's in the works.
See, that's the problem. Is that you got the Magnolia Park hat on right now for the merchants, and now you need the parade hat on. So
How do you like that? There it is. Celebrate Burbank.
oh, look at that! Look at that! You got your graphics and everything already.
Graphics already done. We're going to have a parade out here. We're going to have horses. We're going to have bands. We're going to have a car show, and then we're going to have a festival like this for the community. It's for the whole family. And you know what? We should have the same crowd out here during the day.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When we talked with the, we actually had Constantine and Chris on at the same time.
Good.
And I brought up. I said, things like this are very special, but you make it so hard on our people to do it. And they're talking about doing a post-mortem after this, and they're going to bring up some of the. They want to know what the obstacles were.
Well, we will.
And I think they're going to really try to help and work to get it solved, because this is what Burbank is, and this is what we've lost now. There's so many events we don't do anymore in this city.
So true. Well, this one, look at all these people. They're just. I was up on stage looking east. The mass of people. It's 7 o'clock. People are still coming.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so for a parade during the day, should just be so much fun.
And then just keep it going the whole day.
And the nice part about this, people don't realize all these vendors, they pay a fee to be here. We're turning that money back in for this event. We have already planned to make a donation back to the city of Burbank of at least $25,000 to beautify Magnolia Park. P-bid didn't pass. We created our own nonprofit, Magnolia Park Events, which is a 501c3,
right.
So you can make donations.
And what does that do? I mean, it goes like to washing the sidewalks, right? And to
We're going to put new trash cans in, more benches.
Okay, good.
We're going to clean up, wash the sidewalks. And we want to keep the money right here in the community. And we're just grateful that, the residents are out here supporting it.
Well, so we got the parade coming up. Are you going to? I'm sure that you'll be putting it on our website, myBurbank, about how you can participate.
Well, I hope to put Celebrate Burbank on it probably this week.
Well, I'm sure it's going to go on there. So we'll have to talk about how people can, register to participate.
Yep.
Or get involved.
And you know what? You can do that already.
Or volunteering, because I'm sure you need a ton of volunteers.
That we do. But you know what? It's already set up. You can go to celebrateburbank.com.
Okay.
And you could register as a volunteer, as a vendor, a sponsor. We need sponsors. And the website's already up and going.
Well, fantastic. Fantastic.
This year is...
You got anything for us?
We got the stage is brand new this year. And I'll tell you...
Yeah, by the way, it sounds great. I've heard a couple of bands up there. That sounds great.
We got real bands up there. We got a, real mixer. I mean, and I got to... We needed to decorate around the stage. We're right outside the Do-It-Yourself Center. The manager at this store came out and said, come in the store, take whatever you need to decorate the stage. We have blow-ups out there. We have a Christmas tree. We have ornaments. We have it all. And the manager over here is just carte blanche.
Shout out to the DYI Center. And if you go in there, let them know that you appreciate them participating. Because you know what? Sometimes getting these big corporations is hard.
People would not recognize what is inside that store. Instead of shopping for your Christmas ornaments, go into DIY. They got so much to choose from.
Absolutely.
But it's nice to see our council is all out here, our city manager and assistant city manager. We got a car show going that myBurbank was grateful to sponsor.
We're glad to do that.
And it's just a fantastic night. If you're not out here next year, put it on your calendar. It's the Friday before.
Well, if you're not out here this year or next year, why the hell not?
I think half of Burbank's here.
I mean, who's not here?
Very true. Very true. It's great to see. Well, I'm glad you guys, myBurbank was here doing another podcast. You guys are at the helm.
I even get actually, will say a word once in a while for us.
Yep, once in a while.
There you go.
Our ace photographer. What do you
right.
mean? I'll tell you, you want to look at some great photography, you look at myburbank.com. And X he has just the eyes. So
It's sports photography. Sports photography is just
phenomenal.
outstanding.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
So-
Appreciate it.
And so to see you changing seats and being behind the microphone, I love it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either, honestly.
We'll make you famous.
Yes.
We are.
Plan.
We're introducing to people and making them famous. Absolutely.
There we go.
All right, well, Ross. Well, congratulations on tonight, and we will. We will actually do one of our dedicated podcasts and talking about the parade and everything else because I think it's going to be a huge event.
Oh, I hope so. We're planning on it. This is just great. Look at all these people. Where are these people coming from?
Oh, from home and watching their television, doing nothing, dying for things like this.
And the weather. Were we lucky?
Oh.
Did you hear the thunder?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was worried about this tonight.
Well, this morning we had a couple sprinkles. We saw blue sky when we got out here, and we said, it's going to be a great day.
Yep. Well, it is a great
in
day.
Burbank.
And it's actually not too cold, believe it or not.
Right.
I was thinking for the weather. We had a little cloud cover. It kept it kind of warm.
It's great. Well, our Burbank police, I see them everywhere. They are amongst the crowd. There are 2 or 3 officers every block, which we sponsor and pay.
My son.
Oh, there we are.
I think he.
Hey, Camilo. Sorry to interrupt, but
That's okay.
Hey.
That's your son. Of course you're going to interrupt.
There you go. You just saw my son
Yes.
and granddaughters. So,
Okay, well, let's, here we go.
fun.
Oh. Let's get him on the air.
Yeah, we're live. Camilo, what do you want to say to the world out here?
He looks just like you.
Does he? Yeah.
yeah, there's a resemblance there. You definitely know that's your son.
Say hi.
That smile, especially.
Yeah.
Well, okay, with that said, Ross, we'll let you go. I know you're on your cart driving around with Jay
got
Rosser tonight, your driver.
My driver,
Your executive driver.
I'll tell you,
And,
we haven't run anybody over yet, thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
But I'll tell you, this place is packed.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping by, and we'll talk later.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Well, X, look at those jackets. What does that tell you?
Burrows.
Burrows, huh? We got some memories there?
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
I used to play. I was a pitcher, sidearm.
Yep. I was the head coach there.
Okay. I don't play baseball. I just have.
Oh, you just took the jacket.
Yeah, he stole a jacket from our friend back there.
Smart guy.
They're nice though. I like them.
Yeah,
they look sick.
Thank you.
I didn't get one of those.
Oh, yeah. We didn't have that kind of money back then.
But we got the new jerseys. We had the white and gray jerseys.
Yep.
Not those ones. It was the Indian. I think it said Indian on it. So
Yep. Those are the old jerseys we had.
Burrows ones.
Yeah, Bulldog. Right?
Yeah, I do. You know why?
Are you a head
That's
coach?
where I'm coaching. That's where I'm coaching now.
Really?
That's right.
Were you coach was Mr. Via?
No, it was Sherwood.
Oh.
It was his last year.
I see.
And then I played his last year, and
Yeah,
2 years
I was there,
with him.
7, 8 years or so. We won a couple league titles there and did all right. We did all right there. Had a good time.
What position do you play?
I'm a pitcher and outfielder.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a pitcher too. He's my side yard guy though.
Yeah, sidearm. He converted me when I was a freshman. I was already throwing. I was an infielder, and I was kind of already. My arm angle was a sidearm already. And then he just dropped me down because I don't know. That's what he saw in me. He had other pitchers. convert into the sidearm, and it works out for them a lot.
Became our number one guy, and then went and pitched to college.
Yeah, I went to LA Valley College and relieved there, and then it started doing starting pitching like my sophomore year. So I was a starter my sophomore year.
So are you a baseball guy at all?
Yeah, I watch, but
okay. So let's talk baseball then. Let's talk World Series.
Yeah, World Series.
Well, was that awesome?
Well, I'm a Yankees fan from California, so it was. There was two teams I don't like that much, but yeah, it was a good World.
Toronto kind of took care of you guys this year.
Yeah, I mean,
I got to tell you what, I'm surprised that the Yankees didn't get back into it.
I mean, they were just the whole they crumbled the second half, and the Blue Jays just got hot. So
okay, so what about Judge getting the MVP over the guy from Seattle?
I think Judge deserved it for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Over a guy hit 60 home runs?
60 home runs, and Judge hit, 52, and he batted 320 with
Yeah, but you know what? That guy caught.
Yeah.
You know what that does to you during a season?
He caught, and he was an average defensive run save catcher, outs above average. I don't know. He wasn't elite to me. I don't know. He had an amazing season. Switch hitter is amazing, but I still think Judge was better.
Okay. Judge is pretty awesome though.
Yeah.
He's
how many MVPs has Judge won?
Three now. But it should have been 4 because of Altuve way back.
Okay.
We don't talk that. Altuve, no,
come on.
Nobody likes Altuve.
Yeah.
You know how Altuve is?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
He's a water polo player here. He's
water polo. Okay, good.
Nice. I go shoot the water polo games for myBurbank.
He's our photographer.
Yeah. Burrow's photographer. I've been to most of the water polo games. Did you guys get into playoffs at all?
No, we didn't get into playoffs this year, but last year we were in D2 playoffs.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we were pretty good last year, but this year just.
And that's just it. One year to the next is in high school. You don't recruit. You don't. You have what you have.
Yeah.
Well, last year it was our whole starting lineup basically graduated, but me. So it was just rough.
Fresh team.
So it was just kind of rough.
Young team. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't really young. It just players who never played before.
Yeah.
They say the entire game of water polo is won and lost below the waterline.
Oh yeah. I mean. It's really aggressive under there. The refs don't see it, so they're just straight roughhousing the entire time.
What do you usually is your go-to or that's happened to you or you would usually do or underwater?
What do you mean? I
don't know, just what
would I do?
Yeah, what are the kind of things that you do to kind of get the advantage?
Well, I kind of I grab at their speed and pull their hips down, so I have a lot of mobility to move the ball around and spin them inside and score an easy goal.
Okay. And they don't see it.
Yeah, the NFL they'll get you for holding.
Yeah,
and in water polo they can't see it under the water line, so
I know that's it's kind of I feel that's why water polo is super intense. It is. It's one of the hardest sports.
Yeah.
Just like hockey. I watch hockey.
And you can't rest. You can't touch the bottom of the pool and rest for a second.
No, if you touch the bottom of the pool, it's a offensive foul, and the other team gets the ball.
Yeah, it's a lot of stamina and just egg beating for that long is hard. I couldn't even imagine doing.
Well, it's hockey now. Do you watch hockey on television?
Yeah, I was watching.
You guys?
I was watching the Jets-Canes game.
So I can't watch a hockey game. No way. But you go to a hockey game, it's the most incredible thing you've ever been to.
Yeah, I was at the
most incredible thing you've ever been to if you go to a game.
Yeah, I was at the Kings-Jets game with my friends here, and we were in a box, and it was incredible.
Yeah, being at the game, you hear the goalie knocking a stick on the ice, and you hear the guys yelling at each other. You hear all that stuff going on.
You hear the buzzer when they score.
But TV does not capture it.
Yeah.
Does not capture it.
I feel that's the big difference between going to a game and just watching on TV. There's a different thrill.
You have a little trivia thing that your friend does not know about hockey?
What?
Is he a big hockey guy?
Yeah, he's a huge hockey.
I'm going to tell you something that he won't know. In the middle of hockey, they have it's a dotted line in the middle, right? It's not a solid line, and the two other lines are both solid lines, right?
Yeah.
They're red, and then one in the middle is blue, right? The reason, you know why the one in the middle is blue, it has a dot in it?
Why?
Because when they first started broadcasting hockey games back in the 50s, all the TVs were in black and white, and they couldn't tell where on the ice they were. so they dotted the middle ones so they knew when they're on center ice.
Really?
And ever since they went to color, they never changed it back.
Really?
So that your friend does not know that. So now you've got something on.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Can I ask him now?
Yeah, you got something on him now.
Fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact. A little trivia there, huh?
No, I
On
know.
our show, you never know what you find out. We're sports guys. We may be my
Yeah.
Burbank and everything, but we're also sports guys here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, X, anything else? By the way, we didn't get your name. What's your name?
I'm Theo.
Theo what?
Theo Guerra.
Theo Garrett. And
I'm Nicola Nasif.
okay, well, there's a name for you. Nice Italian name, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Good luck on the season this year.
Good luck on the
but not
season,
too much
guys.
luck.
I know.
I'll be
We
over
got-
there.
We got
I'll
a
be
lot of
over there.
seniors, so I think we should be good this year.
No, we got a few ourselves, but not as many as I wish we had. But yeah, we're a small team though.
Yeah.
We're a very small program.
It's gonna be a good battle though.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys smoked football, so it's. I mean,
Well, yeah.
I think now it's our time for
Yeah,
recruits.
okay, but football recruits.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, let's be honest.
It was
Football
unfair.
recruits.
I mean-
I lived in Burbank my whole life, and I hate it when I see these kids coming in from other cities just to play.
Yeah.
I hate it.
yeah.
I got you. This is still my city too. I don't care about the loyalties.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks
Yeah,
for stopping
thanks
by.
so
Thank you.
Well, everybody, for X,
Yep.
me, Craig Sherwood, saying thanks for watching tonight. We appreciate it. The Burbank Secret Police are here to get us, so we have to get off the streets now before they. Who knows what they do? They are the secret police, though. All righty. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will talk to you next time. Thanks.
Till next
Bye.
time. Till next time.
Thank you for watching our myBurbank video. Please consider a channel membership to support us, or head over to our merch store where you can pick up some great items. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the latest videos, and please don't forget to hit that like button.